Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be doing a doll collection tour. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm talking so low, it is literally almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I decided I'm going to film a video. So first of all, I just kind of have Last Time I Saw You playing on the TV. Obviously I don't have the audio on, but I just wanted like visuals in the video, I guess, since my TV is here. So don't mind that, I just have it as visuals. But here is my doll collection. Now, first of all, I wanted to say that these are not all my dolls. I have been on a rampage of selling dolls, and I've made over, I think around, give or take, around like $400 to $500 in the past couple of months selling dolls, and I'm still actively trying to sell dolls. But these are the dolls that I've decided to keep, and these are the dolls that I want to have on display. And yeah, so first of all, let me just kind of adjust this a little bit so you can kind of see like everything. So first of all, down here, first of all, I was working on her. I was like painting her face and stuff like that. She's probably gonna get sold, honestly. I'm probably gonna remove the paint and I'm gonna sell her. But this is just a random Barbie fashionista that I decided to kind of play around with. But she's probably gonna get sold. So I don't know what number she is though. So yeah, but I was just messing around with her and like doing her hair and stuff like that. But she's probably gonna get sold. So she's just kind of hanging out there. But on the very bottom over here, I have the Disney Store designer Ariel and Ursula. Honestly, I've had these for a couple of years now. I remember paying like $400 for Ariel and paying like $100 for Ursula, but I'm honestly kind of tired of seeing them, so they might go into storage, to be quite honest with you. But I have them down here for now in this like little like shelf with like lights on the very top and stuff like that. So let's get a closer look at that. As you can see, here they are, Ariel and Ursula right there. And then I have like this like little Ariel Jim Shore Enesco figurine that I got for like $80 at Hallmark. Let's see here. I'm gonna flip the camera real quick so I can actually like film everything in like good order so you don't have to like look at me the whole video. Give me just a moment. So, flip the camera. So over here is my Trick or Treat Studios Chucky doll. I got him for about $350 on OfferUp, and I was really excited because I really wanted this doll, and like just to kind of like take a look. He's just kind of standing, no doll stand or anything like that, and his hair is perfectly laid. So pretty, so cool. I don't know why he has like a shiny spot on his cheek right there, but maybe it's the lighting, I don't know. But yeah, I got him for about $350 on OfferUp, and I was really excited. He didn't come with his box, it was just him. And I remember when I got him, he was literally shipped out in this like big ass like 5-foot box, and I'm like, why did you ship this out in such a big box? Like, it literally looks like I got a human body shipped to my house. And he was like rattling in there and stuff like that, but I was like, you know what, whatever, he's okay, that's all that matters. I was the one who paid for shipping, so it's not a big deal. But as you can see, here are my dolls. They're all on these like little shelves and stuff like that. So first of all, we'll start here. So I try to separate my dolls as much as possible and like give them like different spaces and stuff and like move them around the place. But since the Monster High dolls were the first dolls that I actually put up on these shelves, they kind of just accumulated here, at least the Monster High G3s. So over here we have Reproduction Dana. She is the first Bratz doll that I bought as an adult. I did have Bratz dolls growing up, but I didn't really get into collecting them until after high school. She was my first doll, and I bought her back in 2023, like the summer of 2023, like Barbie season, like as Barbie season was like stopping, that's when I bought her. And I bought her at Target. I remember driving to Target at the mall and getting her before work, and I was really excited because she was super pretty. Sorry, I'm fixing my little tripod right here, sorry guys. And then I have G3 Abby, Draculaura, Venus and Claude. I got them all from Walmart at the same time. I got them delivered. I bought them at night and got them delivered the next morning. So it was about like $9 shipping, but they were all on sale. I think Dracula was like 14. She was like 12. She was like 12 and he was like $10 or something like that. Then sitting down, I have a G3 Cleo. This is actually the cheerleading Cleo wearing the original Cleo clothes. My brother gave me her because she actually has a broken neck peg, but since I only display my dolls, that really isn't a big deal to me. I have Frankie Stein, the budget one you can get at Ross, or used to be able to get at Ross. I have Spectre Vondergeist. These three dolls are actually all my brother's dolls, but he let me display them because he's not using them. He doesn't really collect dolls anymore, so I had the ability to display them on my own shelf. That one right there is Descendants for Bridget, or Rise of Red, Descendants Rise of Red Bridget. I love Bridget, and I love Life is Sweeter, and I just needed to have her up. There is a new Bridget, and she sings, but she sings Shuffle of Love, which I'm not really a big fan of, honestly. I have my singing Queen of Mean Audrey. Obviously, if they sing, I'm not going to play them because I don't want to get copyright striked. And also, again, it's like almost 1 a.m. and I don't want to be like blasting my doll's music. But going up here, I need to kind of tilt my camera a little bit. Sorry, guys. I should have done this earlier, but doing it right now. Oh, I guess I can't tilt it. But anyways, going up here, here are some more dolls. So again, that Totally Hair Barbie doll is my brother's, but again, he doesn't really use her for anything, so he... Oh my god. I'ma just leave that alone, but step away from it. Anywho, you're gonna see the spider walk past. Oh. Anyways, so that one right there is my brother's Totally Hair Barbie doll, and he let me borrow it. She's a 2016 reproduction doll, so she's not the actual Totally Hair Barbie. That's why her hair is so pretty. That one is a Marine Ken doll. Long story short, I was with a couple Marines, so I needed to get a Marine doll to kind of commemorate that, or traumatically remember that, if you may say so. I have a Forever Hair Ariel doll. I believe she was released around 2006 or 7 or 8. I don't know, around those years, before 2010, but also after 2005. It may honestly have been 2000. No, I don't think it was 2004. But yeah, I have a Forever Hair Ariel. I had her growing up, and I remember I fucked up the hair so badly, and I remember coming home from school, and my aunt decided to straighten her hair with the hair straightener, and her hair was beautiful, like beautiful for like 2 days, and then it started rotting and it turned white and she had like white streaks, and I kept that doll hanging around for like a couple of years until I decided, screw it, I'm gonna sell her. And after a couple of years after high school, I was able to repurchase her complete with her original outfit, and that crown is not hers, but I gave it to her, and I was really happy because that's one of my childhood dolls, you know. So she brings back a lot of memories, although she smells like weed, but I don't really care. I've tried my best to remove it. It just still lingers. Next to her is Descendants for Rise of Red Brandy as Cinderella. She's really pretty. And then next to her is Teen Beach Movie 1 singing Layla. She sings Fallen For Ya. She's a doll that I'm planning on removing and replacing with another doll, but since I don't have another doll to put up, she's just kind of hanging around there to fill up the spot. I don't know where the spider went. And then hanging down at the very bottom, singing down, we'll start from the right to left. So right side, we have Sabrina St. Cloud, which means the world to me because my brother got her for me for my 21st birthday. And she just really means a lot to me because that was a time where, well, first of all, I turned 21, but also that was the best time of my life because literally a week later, I got my first boyfriend, stuff like that. I literally just fell. And whatever, long story short, she means a lot to me. Next one is the 2023 Barbie the movie Margot Robbie as Barbie doll, or as Barbie doll. She's right there. I do have Ken, but who really cares about Ken, to be quite honest with you? And then I have Addison from Zombies 2, one of my favorite Disney franchises. I actually was featured on like this Howl event for Zombies 2. They had like a pop-up event at one of the malls here in San Diego, and I was able to like do like this like weird thing where you like did like it was called like the longest howl ever, and like you basically just like howled in front of the camera like a fucking um what do you call it, like a damn fucking dog. But like they said, yeah, it's gonna be on the Disney Channel, but it never showed up on the Disney Channel. It's weird, I don't know, but I received a link to view it, but the link doesn't work anymore, and I don't think I have it because my phone got stolen like 2 years ago at in downtown San Diego. We went clubbing. I went clubbing with some friends and it got stolen, so I don't have it anymore. I don't have the link. But nonetheless, she's right there. I have this Barbie right here. I really just bought her because I was in like this weird Barbie fashionista phase, and I bought her off of Amazon for like 12 bucks. And she's really pretty. I put her on let's just say she's been through a lot of body changes, and she ended up being on in the end, as she is right now, on a Diva Lucy body, like an articulated Diva Lucy body. And I put her up because I just thought she was really pretty. I am selling all of my Barbie fashionistas, and she's one of the only ones left. So I decided to put her up since she can sit, and she's really pretty, and I needed a Millie because, you know, and she does have like a fairly pretty face. So I decided to keep her up. Next is the Barbie Looks. I call him Brad, but like my Barbie Looks himbo Kendall. He's really pretty or really cute. He could be pretty too, but like, you know. But yeah, he's cool. I don't like the outfit, but I kept him on his original outfit because he can't fit any Ken clothes because he's so freaking huge. He's on like superhero body, but he's really cool. He's sitting down right there. And yeah, this is the shelf. So panning over here, as you can see, peak narcissism. I have photos of myself. Going down here, I have these dolls right here. So first of all, I have this hybrid Aladdin doll. I love the Aladdin live action movie, and I love Mina Masood. First of all, if you're wondering about the weird color schemes, first of all, this ad has been playing for literally a minute now. And we have that and we have that. So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of lighting. But over here, I have my hybrid Aladdin. Like I was saying, I love Mina Masood. I love the Aladdin movie. And I really wanted the doll. And I had the doll, but he was on this stupid body by Hasbro. So I actually put him on a Made to Move Ken, which is pretty hard because his neck peg is smaller than the neck. Or his neck hole is smaller than the neck peg. So it was very hard to squish it in there, but I really, really boiled it to get it in there. And he's perfect. He's sitting there. I don't need to twist the head or anything like that, so it really doesn't matter. He's wearing his original shirt, but I gave him Disney Store pants and Disney Store shoes just to kind of fill out his outfit so he's not naked. And then Abu is sitting right there. Next I have G1 Donna the Dance Laguna. We got her at the flea market a couple years ago for like $3. My brother actually scored a couple Monster High dolls at the flea market. I think the most expensive he paid was like $50 for one, which is like Abby and Ephra, but that's his story to tell, honestly. This doll right here in the very middle is Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug. My brother is actually selling him on Mercari, but since he hasn't sold yet, I'm just like, can I display him while he's not being sold? And he let me display him. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, if he does sell, I'm probably just gonna get my own, to be quite honest with you, because I really like Cat Noir. Next to him is Violet Willow. I wanted this doll when I first started collecting Rainbow High, but she was so expensive, and I found her for like $12 or something like that. Dollastic was actually selling on Mercari, and I was able to buy her. And yeah, she came with the stand and everything. I redid her hair, just kind of washed it and put some conditioner, so I fluffed it out, and she's really pretty. She's sitting right there. I do have more Rainbow High dolls, but I don't have everybody up because that'd be just a lot of Rainbow High dolls to put up. It would take up like literally all the space in all the shelves. Next to her is the Barbie Life in the Dream House Barbie doll. These dolls got so expensive. Like you can't find these dolls for a good price. Like seriously, even nude, they sell them for like $50 and it's crazy. And then I have Spectre right there. I don't know which Spectre that is. That's actually one of my brother's dolls, but he gave it to me because he didn't want her anymore. So this is the dolls. Aside from all the other ones, this is the only exception of the doll. Like, this is the only exception. This doll is, like, mine now, because he doesn't want her. But I think it's like a Fear Book or Picture Day Spectra. I'm not 100% sure about the specific name, but she's right there. She's missing earrings, but she's cool. Next is another military doll. I have a Navy Ken doll. This is like a 60s, 50s Ken doll. I'm wearing a full Navy outfit from the 60s. I literally bought this outfit for like $100 on eBay, and it comes complete. It comes with a little bag. I don't know if I can show it. But he's holding his little US Navy bag, and he comes with the sash and stuff, his socks and his shoes. And the hard thing to find is that hat. That hat is the hard one to find. And if you can find a set with that hat, it's gonna be missing something else. So I had to pay $100 for it. Now what's cool is this outfit actually has zippers and stuff, which is super cool. Next is the Halle Bailey Little Mermaid Ariel doll. I do have a plethora of these dolls, but I decided to put the blue dress Halle up because she was the one that or this is the one that, like, you know, she wore in the movie. Excuse me. Oh my god, just keeps on playing ads. Okay, but yeah, this is the dress that she wore in the movie. That little sash right there, or her little headband piece, I actually got from the Disney store Halle, and I put it on her because she was the one I wanted to put on display, just to kind of fill her out a little bit more, because I don't know why they didn't give her that in the first place. Next is Ashlyn Ella. This is, again, one of my brother's dolls. And he let me display her. I actually gave her a hair fix up and her little bun up there and stuff like that. So she's right there. And then I have Glinda. This is Singing Glinda. She sings Popular, and I can't wait for the Wicked 2 dolls. I do have the deluxe Glinda, but because her dress is so big, I don't know where to put her. But yeah. And then going up here, as you can see, the rest of the dolls right there. So starting to the right, to the left, we're going to start with the sitting ones. I have Hunter Huntsman from Ever After High, which goes with Ashlyn Ella. Again, I wanted to separate them so that I have, like, different sets of dolls in every shelf, you know, aside from the Monster High G3s. And then I have Abby Bondel from G1 and Draculaura from G1. Those are authentic G1 dolls. I've had those ever since I was a kid, bought them new in box and unboxed them. They do have the elastic legs, so they are, you know, the OG ones, not reproductions or pre-productions. I have a SeaWorld Barbie. SeaWorld is very nostalgic to me. Not only did my exes and I go to SeaWorld and stuff like that, but SeaWorld, you know, we used to have the annual pass and we used to go there like literally every single week. So SeaWorld means a lot to me. And this doll, I just wanted to put up because she's wearing pink and she's a pretty doll. Next I have Gloom Beach Claudine, which I was doing a treatment, a glue seepage treatment on her, and I was being very careful not to put the, what do you call it, the Goo Gone on her face, but for some reason, I guess the chemicals got to her eyebrows and it literally disintegrated her left eyebrow, so I had to literally paint new eyebrows on her, but I think I did a pretty good job. Going up the one standing, again, this time we'll go left to right. We have Great Shape Barbie right there. I'm gonna sit down on my bed because I'm getting tired of standing up. Give me just a moment. Okay, so I have Great Shape Barbie up there. And so I wanted this doll for the longest time. I wanted her back whenever Toy Story came out, and I wasn't allowed to have dolls because my stepdad didn't allow me to have dolls, and my mom was gonna buy me this doll when my stepdad wasn't with us at the mall, but my grandma was for some reason at that time on my stepdad's side, and she basically said don't fucking buy the doll for them, so them being me and my brother, and I wasn't able to have her. And then until after high school, that's when I was able to get her. So it took a while, and I think Toy Story 3 came out in like when I was in like 4th grade, so you can imagine the long-awaited wait to get this tour guide Barbie. Or not tour guide Barbie, I'm sorry. Great Shape Barbie. I do have tour guide Barbie, though. But she's not up. Next is Elle Woods. Barbie has Elle Woods. I love Legally Blonde. It's one of my favorite Y2K movies, and I just needed to have an Elle Woods doll. And I had this ever since high school, like my senior year of high school. And I think I got her on like April or something like that. It was definitely before graduating, but close to graduation. And yeah, she's kind of been in and out of my room for a couple years, but she's back up. She's enjoying her life, and she's up there now. She is next to the Barbie Collector Superman, or Barbie Signature Collector Superman. I put him up because of this new Superman movie that just came out. Next to him, I have a Glam Squad doll from Five Below. She's really cute. I bought her because she was Mean Girls inspired. And it was like a Mean Girls collab, so I have her right there. And then next to her is the live action Vanessa doll. I love Vanessa in the live action movie just as much as I love Hallie in the live action movie, and I really need to have her up there. Originally I had the Disney Store Vanessa up there from the gift set, but then I don't know, I have a rule that I'm not going to display any Disney Store dolls in my collection, because I'm just so freaking tired of staring at them. So I decided to go with the live action Vanessa, and she's really cool. I just recently added this shelf right here, and it like perfectly is set. Like it aligns with that shelf, it aligns with this poster, and if you open that door with the little hooks right there, the hooks go just below that, so it doesn't knock anything over. Unfortunately, I can't have any dolls sitting, but I can definitely have dolls standing, and I can sit made to move dolls there, but I would have to like put them in like prissy princess poses, you know, where the like legs are like folded like in like that, you know. But up there I have a Pocahontas doll. I wanted Pocahontas to be in my collection because she's like one of my top 3 Disney princess or favorite Disney princesses. And I decided to go with this one. I got her at the thrift store for like $30. She was new in box, but I was just like, fuck it, when am I ever gonna find a doll here, African Salvation Army, ever again? Because my Salvation Army is picky as hell, and they never accept toys, and they never accept dolls for some reason. So that was the first time I ever saw a doll at the thrift store. I saw some other ones too, but I decided to go with Pocahontas, obviously. And then I have a 2013 Barbie Fashionista Nikki doll. She's missing her necklace. I don't know where it went, but I'm gonna have to like do some soul searching for it because I really can't find it. I have these shelves right here, which are bare, but we'll get to that in the future. I'm not in a rush to fill them up right now. I do have this like tall Kylie doll, like this like big ass Kylie doll. My brother was gonna sell her, but I was just like, hey, I kind of want her, so he gave me her, and she's just hanging out right there. And then I do have a little Odal doll. She's chilling because she got her hair boiled. She's gonna have a mermaid outfit. I bought some mermaid clothes from Amazon. So yeah, let me just flip the camera back. All right, so we're back in this point of view. So these are my dolls, that I have in my room at least. Now, I just want to talk about my doll collection a little bit. If you guys get bored, feel free to exit, but I just want to talk, honestly. I'm here to rant most of the time. So, first of all, like I said, I've been selling dolls like crazy. I have managed to get rid of at least 75% of my collection. I used to have 4 Sterilite bins of dolls. That was like a couple of years ago, like 4 years ago or something like that. And obviously I've been selling over the past couple of years. And I've gotten to a point where last year I only had 1 large Walmart box of dolls. And then now I only have 2 medium boxes of dolls in storage. So I've been getting rid of a lot of dolls, okay? These dolls are the ones that I want in my room, obviously. I do have some more dolls in storage, but those dolls I love but don't care to have in my room. So they're just kind of there. And everything, even the ones on the shelves right now, are always up for debate. So there's going to be times where I'm going to be like, I don't want you anymore. I'm going to sell you for another doll, or whatever the case is, you know? So things are always changing. So one thing is that I've tried to make my collection as neat as possible. For some reason, I've always been kind of picky, and I never wanted my dolls to sit down. I've always wanted them to be on doll stands, to stand up, but it took up a lot of space. And so I figured, let's just sit them down. I started off with the Monster Highs, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to invest in Monster Highs. I have a plethora of dolls in storage that are good to be displayed. So I brought them out. I picked my favorites and asked my brother for some dolls of his, but ended up coming with this display, or coming up with this display. And I guess one thing that I do want to say is, like, so I'm just fixing my camera. Oh, like, why is it like twisting like that? One thing I do want to say is that I know to some people this might seem a little obsessive. It is obsessive, okay? I'm a crazy bitch, okay? Just to put that out there. But I've never felt more safe in my room. I've never felt more like content, you know, because I collect other stuff too. I collect WWE action figures, I collect Marvel Legends, I collect that, and I don't collect those as much these days. I kind of just buy them here and there when I want a character or something like that, or when a new movie comes out, but I don't buy them like all the time the way that I do dolls. I know to some people this might look like a hoard. If it is a hoard to you, I could give two shits. But to me, I've never felt so safe in my room. To be surrounded by things that I love makes me feel happy, you know? It makes me feel happy. So I don't really care what people say. And for the longest time, I've always been so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I've been very cautious and very, like, I was scared to have dolls in my room because I always was scared of what people would say and what people would do. But also, I'm thinking about it though, like, the only people that go in my room are my cousins and my immediate family members I live with, you know, and they already know I collect dolls, obviously. So it's like, it's really not a big deal. Um, and it's like, for the people that don't live with me, for my family members that, you know, I know and don't live with me, or friends or whatever, like, they could have their own opinions, but they can't tell me what the fuck to do. You know, I am of age. I am of a age where I can do what I want to do. And also a big thing too is, like, with people I date, you know, I try to be as open as possible, but like I also keep stuff a secret sometimes. Like, I don't mean to be that person, but I also don't want to ruin a relationship, you know, with someone just because of this, you know. So I kind of get cautious, and like I really have a hard trouble trusting people, and even friends. Like, my closest friend knows I collect dolls, and he doesn't make fun of me for it, but like I also get scared of like talking about dolls or getting personal about it, because it's like, that's just none of your business, you know, type of thing. And it's just something that I don't think he'll care about anyways. But that's just an example, you know. But then again, I'm literally on YouTube showing the whole world that I'm a doll collector, but I really don't care. Okay, at this point, I'm just being me. So in terms of these shelves, again, I feel really good in my room. I love staring at my dolls. I like looking at my dolls and stuff like that. And I'm happy where I'm at. I've actually started collecting a couple other things too. I'm kind of getting into Squishmallows, and I am also collecting like random teddy bears too. I'll probably do a separate video on those in the future when I've like collected a good amount of them. But then again too, I have a whole bunch of like teddy bears in storage that are really, really good to use for display. So I'll have to look tomorrow and see what I can find. If I can't find anything, hey, at least I tried. But I do have a plethora of teddy bears. I'm like going like this over there because they're over there. But I'll do a video when I feel content to do a video. But as of right now, this is my doll collection. In my room, at least. I'm not going to do a full doll collection because that will literally take a whole hour to do, and I really don't want to sit there and just be like, this is this is that, you know. Like, if you guys want to see that, let me know. But like, considering I get 0 comments and like 3 likes on my videos, there's really no point in doing that right now. But this is my doll collection. I do have a couple other dolls coming in the mail. And they should be arriving soon. I'm hoping they don't arrive next Monday because I have work next Monday. But hoping they arrive by Saturday. I was also gonna plan on going to the thrift store, the flea market this Saturday, but I don't think I have enough money for that. Or I have money, but I don't want to spend money, if that makes sense. But yeah, so this is my doll collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I haven't done a video in a while. That's because I was like pushing out videos, and then all of a sudden I got tired of YouTube and stuff like that, and I got lazy. But then again, it's always worth another shot, right? But it's always around this time that I want to make a freaking YouTube video. But here's my doll collection. Let me know in the description who you guys like. That'd be kind of interesting to kind of hear your opinions on this, and let me know if there's any dolls you think I should get. So yeah, this is my doll collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. That was so stupid. I don't know why I did that.